Good morning. Happy Saturday. James Rule XRP, the one and only crypto teacher, crypto educator. Nothing I talk about is financial advice. Do your research. Well, today I'm going to be meeting up with my beautiful nieces and my sister and the rest of my family. And believe it or not, I'm going to be stepping away from crypto a little while today. So I figured I'd go ahead and just make a quick video, run over some news I saw last night and this morning. We're going to make it fun. We're going to make it educational, and we're going to make it one and done, probably about 10 or 15 minutes. So just bear with me. I'm from Southeast Texas. I'm a God-fearing Texan. I still say yes, sir, yes, ma'am. And I've been passionate about crypto for about 7 years. I've had my channels for about 5 years, and I've met so many amazing people around the world, and I'm currently meeting so many amazing people that are just now getting in and dipping their toes in this mysterious world of crypto. So follow me on X, which was Twitter, at RuleXRP, and let's go and get after it. So I got on Grok yesterday. It's an AI generator created by Elon Musk and Twitter and X and all that. And I said, what's in the can? This is a gold, looks like a 16-ounce can with XRP on it. Well, the community comes through. Poured into a hot tub, just 100% pure sexiness. Tears of sellers, crypto in a can, bubbles, liquidity, hope, streams, and tears, moon juice, liquid gold. Listen, we have some good ones down here. Cheers. That's instant liquidity. Love it. On-demand liquidity. The ripple effects, beer, wishes, trader tears. This community is incredible because we've been Bitcoin maxi tears. There we go. We've been patient for all these years, and great things are finally starting to come to fruition. And I love how the community participates and just leaves all these wonderful comments. We're so excited about what we've partaken in, what we've researched, what we know that the rest of the world is going to be using, and that so many people around the world don't even know what these mysterious cryptos are. That's what gets me so psyched up and so excited, is that I'm able to share this information with you, around the world and locally and with my local friends. And they're finally starting to see the light of day. They're finally starting to go, oh, that's what XRP and all these other cryptocurrencies are and what they're being used for and what the underlying technology is. Today's sponsor is ELLIPAL. ELLIPAL is my favorite number one hardware wallet. With these devices, you create your own wallets on the blockchain. It's real easy to set up. It's 100% secure. It's air-gapped. It does not require the internet. These devices work with the ELLIPAL app on your phone. If you type in James Rule, one word, James Rule, in the discount code, you will get $10 off your order. So check it out. Click on the link below and tell them James Rule XRP sent you by. And do not go to eBay to order these wallets. Do not go to Walmart to order these wallets. Make sure you order them from ELLIPAL.com. All right, let's look at the numbers Saturday morning. I got a few minutes left. CoinGecko, total crypto market cap, 3.9 trillion. Bitcoin is down to about 110,730. Ethereum is 42.95. XRP, $2.80. Back up the truck. Don't whine. Back up the truck. I repeat, don't whine. Back up the truck. Yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of Grayscale's XRP Trust. XRP is the native digital asset of the XRP ledger. It is not Ripple's XRP. Built for fast and low-cost payments with emerging smart contract capabilities through the XRP ledger extensions. Open for private placement for eligible accredited investors. Learn more about XRP and see important disclosures. I'm going to leave a link to this below. Happy anniversary. Happy 1-year anniversary, Grayscale. You could follow Grayscale at Grayscale on X. So I was digging through some posts from the past where some of these bozos out there just admitted, just right out on social media, that XRP was a security. This is May 8, 2023. This guy's name is @Jason. He's got 1 million followers. He's a host at the All In podcast. Well, he states here, XRP is obviously a security. Bless your heart, Jason. It would have cost little for the Ripple team to have registered it as a security and played by the rules like everyone else in the industry all day long, XRP. And right here it says that Ripple will have spent $200 million fighting the SEC lawsuit, CEO says. Well, you know what? They fought, we fought, and it was worth every penny, Jason. We made a major impact on future decisions of all other cryptocurrencies that you're invested in, Jason. So bless your little heart. I love rubbing it out there and getting it out there just to kind of, poke the bear, because I really don't give a shit what you think, Jason. Bless your heart. Ellie Tarrant. We love Ellie Tarrant. She used to be with Fox Business. She is now with an organization, Crypto America. She's the journalist and host, formerly Fox Business. She's awesome. She's part of the XRP community. Check this out. She says the Senate Banking Committee's latest market structure draft reflects stakeholder and lobbyist feedback. Here's some standouts from the text. Ancillary assets, section 101. This section aims to provide more legal clarity, exclude assets that are clearly securities, providing that staking and airdrops are not securities, as well as providing the SEC enforcement actions and private lawsuits cannot be brought against existing tokens issued before the date of enactment, providing they're not fraudulent. DPIN, section 504, a new exemption included for decentralized physical infrastructure networks from securities laws. Number 3, protecting software developers, people. Self-custody protections, section 506. DeFi exemption, section 501. And Blockchain Regulatory Certainty Act, section 505, are all maintained in this new draft. The SEC CFTC coordination is happening right now. The Securities and Exchange Commission, the Commodity Future Trading Commission are working together to get the laws in order for digital assets and crypto and blockchain. A process has been established for the SEC and CFTC to work together on a joint advisory committee to make decisions in the digital asset space, section 701, and to resolve any disputes, section 702. Thank you, Ellie Tarrant. Some amazing things are going to be happening before the end of this year. I mean, it's already apparent that in October, these XRP, Solana, different ETFs are going to get the green light. And what does that mean? That means that more eyes are going to be on these digital assets. People are going to start backing up the truck at $3, $5, $10. And I'm going to say, keep backing up. The truck's not full enough. Keep backing up. All right, here we go. Emily Choi. She is the president and COO at Coinbase. She is an angel investor at Emily MC. Incredible to see the SEC and the CFTC working together instead of the ridiculous turf wars we saw during the last administration. If you were in crypto for the past 4 or 5 years, you saw the shit show that we saw. You saw the interviews, all the court hearings with the little rat bastard. I'm not even going to say his name, with the SEC, the former chair. And, just all the garbage going around, the choke point 2.0, the regulation by enforcement, which was unlawful. And, these organizations scooped up billions of dollars that was unlawful and capricious. Well, right here, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, states that the SEC and CFTC issue joint statement on regulatory harmonization efforts will co-host a roundtable on September the 29th, people, this month. Get ready. Okay, so, we've been talking about this the last several days, and because, the XRP community, John Deaton, everybody around the world that participated in this unlawful lawsuit and gave their definitions of what XRP was and how they were using XRP, and how we brought all this information up from social media and, proof and affidavits and everything. We all made a difference. And I tagged John Deaton, the one and only, and Crypto Law US at Crypto Law US, which is his organization. And on March the 14th, 2021, which was 3 months after this lawsuit started, when the SEC sued Ripple, they sued the XRP community, the XRP army. This is a memorandum of law in support of motion to intervene. March 14th, 2021. And what is this? This is a document stating all of the information that was sent to John Deaton from myself and thousands of people around the world, admitting how they were using XRP, how they were getting paid in XRP, how they were spending and buying things with XRP, as well as companies building, tips being made on YouTube, just a huge array of different things that proved to the court that there is no way in hell that XRP was a security. This is page 1 of 32. And it states Securities and Exchange versus Ripple Labs. And it states that Jordan Deaton, James Lamonte, Tyler Lamonte, Maya Lamonte, Mitchell McKenna, Christina Warner, and all similarly situated XRP holders proposed inventors. So basically what it does, it's just going to run down saying, look, whenever this lawsuit happened, it damaged XRP holders. It put a halt on XRP holders, and it goes through the lawsuit. And if we come down here to, I want to say page 15, bear with me. And I'm going to leave a copy of this below. There's just so much information to tear down all the crap we had to go through. But this was the initial admission of everything that XRP was used for. Most of us didn't know who Ripple, the company, was when this lawsuit takes place. And this is examples of today's XRP being utilized with no connection, reliance, or knowledge of Ripple. It says, and I'm just going to read a little bit and kind of scan through it real quick. In addition to this overwhelming evidence demonstrating that XRP is a form of currency and not a security, the following examples constitute a small sample of how XRP holders represented in this motion utilize the digital asset independent of Ripple and without Ripple's knowledge or permission. XRP is being used as a form of currency payment at over 500 shopping markets, for payment related to over 300 internet service providers, for payment to over 60 offline services, for payment to 30 businesses related to tourism, traveling, and renting. Travala accepts XRP. For payments at over 500 crypto services, or payments at over 150 businesses accepting XRP is a form of payment according to CryptoWork. XRP holders use an Uphold XRP debit card. We did accepted anywhere a major credit card is accepted, used to buy everyday items for XRP. Holders at Walmart, Amazon, and Target cars can be purchased using XRP. XRP is used as collateral for loans at Nexo. XRP is routinely sent to friends and families free of charge without a bank account. And also, when you come down here a little bit further, back in 2021, my sole income was XRP. I was paid a yearly salary monthly in XRP. I spent XRP on my Uphold crypto-enabled MasterCard. I left tips on YouTube. I paid for groceries. I paid for lawyer fees. I paid for insurance. I paid for everything with XRP with my XRP MasterCard or Uphold MasterCard. I'm not going to go through any more of this because there's just so much to break down, but I will leave it for you to read below. Just click on the link and tear it down yourself. And finally, I'm passionate, very, very passionate about talking about crypto scams and what you need to look out for, and what individuals around the world and in the community have been sending me almost daily, stating that, hey, I think I messed up. Hey, I think I sent my crypto somewhere. Hey, I attached my wallet. I thought I was doing the right thing. My wallet's now empty. Well, never share your private information, people. This is another scam. This is a physical letter that was mailed to this guy. And he stated that it has a QR code, an activation transaction check, a web page where you validate your Ledger wallet. Never do that. Whenever you set these wallets up, you're going to write down the recovery phrases. You're going to lock them up forever, and you're never going to attach your device to any web page ever. And down here, Ben says, well, isn't it odd that they have the addresses of Ledger owners? Just saying. It is odd. And, the same goes with Coinbase, banks, Amazon, et cetera, et cetera. Who are the inside rat bastards sharing our information for a few bucks? It's pathetic, it's stupid, it's criminal, and they will eventually meet their makers, people. Karma is a mofo. karma will bite you in the ass when you least expect it. Yeah, you might be making millions of dollars a day, scamming off innocent individuals that are trying to take care of their families. But eventually it's all going to catch up and you're going to hit a brick wall, and you're just going to pray that you make it the rest of your life without hell knocking on your front door. Because these people that are doing this, that are taking their time to create a document that looks legit, that has a signature, it looks like it's coming from the company, trying to put the fear in you to attach your device, give away your recovery phrases, validate your wallet. These people are sorry pieces of shit, and they're going to pay the price at the end. Pardon my language. I'm just passionate. I've met and I've spoken on the phone with so many amazing individuals around the world that have watched my channel for years, that are just wanting to take care of their grandchildren and their kids and their mom and their dad. And they get scammed by these POS scammers that have no emotions. All they worry about is the money. They could give a damn about who they rob. But I'm passionate about this. I'm going to put on my positive sneakers now and go see my beautiful nieces and my sister and my mom and my family. And we're going to have a great day. And I want you to be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, share my videos, watch my videos again, read the documentation that I put in the footer of these videos, and do the right thing. Get out and touch the grass. My name is James Rule XRP. And you know what you need to do? You need to do the right thing, because I told you so.